19 keys, man. That's your download. Tap in. That's the download.
I think the idea of the power now, what it does is it puts you in the most powerful position that you ever will be in your life. And that position is the control you have over the decision that you're going to make right now, right? It's like if you decide that, just think about the experiences in the life that you've already lived. You've already lived them. They are old experiences. If you do the same thing next week, next month, you're just living your old life over and over and over and over. You've been to the club, you had sex with many people, you've been through your whole life, right? You've been through your nigga life, you've been through all of the BS lives. You understand me? Now, right? Because this is this beautiful thing is that you get to, at any point in time, anchor yourself in this moment and reflect and decide that what happens next will be different from what I've done before, right? But human beings have this want to not change, right? We feel like we're betraying our old self, right? As if this person is going to jump out our body and look at us and be like, yo, how come you're not acting like me no more? No, I'm gonna be thankful. I'm glad you grew and outgrew me. And we not doing the same thing no more. The power now is that you always get to decide what's next. You always get to decide what life you're going to live after this. It's like, there's an analogy of like, there's multiple dimension worlds, right? And that each decision you make creates a split into another world. So in one world, you made the left, but in another world, you thought about going right. So in that world, that person went right. And that's a completely different life, a completely different road, right? And the way I look at the now is that you always get to decide what your life is going to be. You get to take a completely different dimension and become a completely different self. So whether you're a drug addict, whether you successful but you work in a cubicle job that you don't really like, you understand me? Whether you're in a relationship that is loveless, you understand me? Or, you know, you work in a job that you want to quit, or you going to school for your parents, right? Or whatever it may be. You understand me? It could be a passion you want to follow. At the end of the day, the best time to do it, the right time to do it is always right now. You understand me? And if you can wrap your head around how powerful the now is, because yesterday is just, it's inaccessible, right? And tomorrow is always coming, but right now is always here. You understand me? And if you decide to take on the power of controlling what's right here, then whatever you do, whatever plan you come up with, as long as you stick to it and you don't quit, that's the life that you will manifest and produce and will into existence. You understand me? And the beauty of it is come down to the word decision, right? Make a decision right now. As you watching this video, make a decision right now. You understand me? In this moment, in this present, right? Of what your life is going to be for the next 12 months. Make that decision for yourself. Do not limit yourself by your circumstances, right? Expand yourself based on your imagination and your vision. Because too many people plan with their eyes and not with their mind. They look around and they say, well, these are the resources I have, so this is what I want to build. Nobody asks you to build based on your resources of physical. The greatest resource you will ever have is your imagination. That is where all planning and all possibility first take place. You understand me? So if somebody is poor, down on their luck, and they're like, well, I only got $100 to my name. My phone bill is due, so let me plan based on those limitations. No, I didn't ask you to do that. I asked you to use the wealthiest place that you will ever have access to, and that's your mind, where you have infinite resources. You understand me? When somebody asks a person to architect and build a building, they don't say build it based on the resources that you got at the crib. No, just build it. You understand me? Or just design it, rather. You understand me? And then it will be built because it's possible. And if you could think about this fact that if another human being was able to do it, then that means that it's possible that you can do it. Because here's the secret, you're a human being. So every time a human being does something, it's proof that you can do the same. You may be thinking, like, that's crazy to me, because there's people that do just extraordinary things. Maybe they DNA, they biology. That's you making excuses. That's all that is. That's you looking for a comfort zone to go back to, so that you don't have to live in this place of possibility. You understand me? But the healthiest that your mind will ever be is when you can ask yourself, what am I doing right now? How do I feel right now? Am I focused right now? Am I happy right now? Am I focused on what I'm doing? Do I like what I'm doing? When you meditate, you put yourself in the moment, right? And in the moment, and when you're feeling how the air feel on your skin, or what's going on in your mind, every other problem that you may have had, every stress that may have existed, your brain doesn't even have the ability to focus on two things at once. You understand me? So you taking all of that energy and consciousness that you was giving to your problems, and you done brought it to the present, where none of them things even matter anymore. And it's gonna be up to you after that fleeting moment passes where you were completely present. Are you gonna go back to the past, your old life? Or are you gonna move forward into your new life? That's the download. Are you living in now, yesterday? Or are you worried about tomorrow? Are you happy doing what you're doing? Do you feel good right now? Because even checking in on yourself is a form of self-love. So every time you do that, you become more healthier. That's the download.
19 keys, that's your download. Tap in. That's the download.
Today is the easiest time in the world to become a billionaire. There's Dogecoin billionaires, Shiba Inu billionaires, Ethereum billionaires, Bitcoin billionaires, and all sort of other chains that's on there. What you want to do is go to your favorite cryptocurrency site, right? Whether it's CoinGecko, whether it's Binance, whether it's Exodus, whether it's Trust Wallet, whatever you decide to use, and you can look at the coins and how they performed over the last year, right? Go look at what they did over the last year, right? Then you can determine if you would have put in $1,000, how much money you would have made over the course of the last 365 days. There's some coins that's up crazy, like 30,000%. Some up 1,000,000%, right? There's some coins that's just up 1,000%. There's some coins just this month up 500%, right? Now, when you're playing this game, you want to play the percentage game. I always said it's the easiest time in the world to become a billionaire. My question to you is, what are you waiting for? Now, I know your dreams, ideas may not be at the scale of billions, but perhaps you can make 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, right? The opportunity to fire your boss and replace it with a skill set is ever present every single day. But every day that you ignore this market that's continuously growing and making more millionaires and allowing people to fire their jobs and create new opportunities, you are missing out on a growing industry. I want to be able to teach you tokenomics. I want you to be able to understand how to find coins without all of the FOMO, how to understand why they're valuable in the first place. This is what I teach in the Infinite Wealth Strategies. That's why my students get amazing results, because they don't just take the information, we give them the mindset on how you actually go execute it. You understand me? Teaching them how to learn, teaching them the mindset, then giving them the game when it comes to cryptocurrency and the blockchain. I want you to join my community as well in the Infinite Wealth Strategies, and I want you to become a strategist. Why? Because a strategist understands their choices, know how to plan and execute. There's infinite wealth out there, but you need a strategy in order to get you some. There's always going to be another coin popping, but if you're not in, it don't even matter. Make sure you tap into the Infinite Wealth Strategies so you can be ahead of the game instead of outside looking in. Tap in.